بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وبعد أحبه في الله. Once a person is born, he or she goes four stages in this dunya. What are these stages? One of the pious people said, دخلنا الدنيا بلا شيء. We entered this world with nothing. We came into this dunya with nothing. وَتَعَارَكْنَا عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ, and we fight over everything. After coming with nothing, we grow, we start earning, we start gaining, then we start fighting over everything. وَسَنَخْرُجُ مِنْهَا بِلَا شَيْءٍ, and we will leave this dunya with nothing, as the first stage, that we came with nothing. وَسَنُحَاسَبُ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ, and we will be held accountable on the day of Qiyamah for everything. If you ponder over these four stages, you will understand that this worldly life is nothing. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave a perfect example of this worldly life in the Holy Quran. Listen to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا مَثَلُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا كَمَاءٍ أَنزَلْنَاهُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ فاختلط به نبات الأرض مما يأكل الناس والأنعام حتى إذا أخذت الأرض زخرفها وزينت وظن أهلها أنهم قادرون عليها أتاها أمرنا ليلا أو نهارا فجعلناها حصيدا كأن لم تغن بالأمس كذلك نفصل الآيات لقوم يتفكرون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this an example in the Holy Quran, saying that the example of this worldly life is like the rain we send from the skies. فَاخْتَلَطَ بِهِ نَبَاتُ الْأَرْضِ, and the plants of the earth absorbs it. مِمَّا يَأْكُلُ النَّاسُ وَالْأَنْعَامُ, from which people and livestock eat. Meaning, after the plants of the earth absorbs the rain, it causes them to grow, and we harvest, we start eating things that provide strength to our bodies. So, from which people and livestock eat. حتى إذا أخذت الأرض زخرفها, and it reaches the stage that the earth takes on its adornment and beautification. وَزَيَّنَتْ, and it is beautified, the earth beautified. وَظَنَّ أَهْلُهَا أَنَّهُمْ قَادِرُونَ عَلَيْهَا, after the earth becomes green, the earth is greener, it looks perfect and better. The dwellers of the earth, the people that are staying in the dunya, they now start thinking that أَنَّهُمْ قَادِرُونَ عَلَيْهَا, that they have control over it. Then what happens next? أَتَاهَا أَمْرُنَا لَيْلًا أَوْ نَهَارًا, then our command comes by either day or night. فَجَعَلْنَاهَا حَصِيدًا, and we make it as a harvest, we make it as nothing. كَأَن لَّمْ تَغْنَ بِالْأَمْسِ, as if it had never flourished yesterday. Subhanallah. If you ponder over this verse, the way how it starts, the rain, then the earth plants, absorbs the rain, and it grows, the earth becomes greenery, the earth takes on its adornment, it becomes beautiful and perfect, and we start boasting that, I have control over the world because we're having money, we're having everything. But to when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands it to dry, everything becomes dry as if it never flourished yesterday. So this is the reality of this dunya. So what are we learning from this? What are we learning from this, brothers and sisters in Islam? Dunya is not something that we should be fighting for. Dunya is something that we should be preparing for akhirah. Dunya darul ibtila. Dunya is just the house of test and temptation. Nothing else. Nothing more than that. So we need to be mindful. Why? We came into this dunya with nothing. We start fighting over everything. and we will leave this dunya, whether you like it or not. We will leave this dunya with nothing, and we will be held accountable on the day of Qiyamah for everything. So be mindful the way you lead your life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who will be admitted in His Jannah on the day of Qiyamah. Ameen. Sallu ala al-Habib. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.